Good morning, everyone. This is Tina Jones. I am the host and producer of the Empower You Expo, and I have with me here today Kris Barney. So,
Hi, I'm excited to be here with you.
yes, I'm super excited to have you. So, Kris is a successful entrepreneur, and her business name is All Things Possible. Her husband is Kris Barney, who we will be talking with a little bit later. She is a multifaceted trainer and a leadership and communication expert. She's the author of the book titled Leadership from the Inside Out. Are you
Woo.
the leader that you would follow? That's quite an intriguing question. So Kris is currently the president-elect of the National Speakers Association Mountain West, and her most important successes are being married for 35 years. That's and having 4 amazing children and 5 grandchildren. And Kris just loves making memories that bind her family together. And you will love how interactive she is in her workshop and how she stimulates and helps you to implement the things that she teaches while you're having fun. So the title of her workshop is called Be Resilient, Discover the Gifts in Your Garbage. So if you watched the other video where I interviewed both Kris and Bill, you'll hear some of the things that she's gone through. So we all have challenges, and how we handle those challenges makes a difference in all of our lives. And Bill and Kris are a perfect example of that. So she will teach you the template and the formula to tackle any change. So Kris, go ahead and tell us some more about your workshop and what people will experience when they come to attend your workshop.
Well, first, I am so excited for your expo and the Empower You. I have loved, for years and years, I have loved being able to empower others and to find that change within themselves from the inside out. And that is just so powerful and creates such a change for people. The workshop I'm going to be doing, I'm excited about. To be resilient, all of us have challenges, and all of us have things that we go through on a regular basis. We have got stuff with our family, stuff with our health. We've gone through grief. We've lost loved ones, and there's all kinds of challenges in our world. In fact, our world is very chaotic and lots of distractions. And as we have these going on, it really takes a big beating on our success and how fast we move forward and what we do to create the change that we want in our lives. And so I love doing this. In fact, this was my #1 topic speaking last year. I don't know how many times I taught this workshop and then I did this, but to discover the gifts in the garbage, it's huge because we all have those challenges and we all have those things for ourselves. And when I come in and teach this workshop, it doesn't matter if it's in the HR department, if it's in the executive team that I'm teaching this. We do the same process that I'm going to be doing with this group at the expo. And we're going to find those challenges that we're having as a group. And we are going to do a very interactive, fun activity to draw these out in groups and then to actually do this on stage. And we will actually go through this whole process so that you can learn it and you can see exactly how we dial in, so that anytime you see yourself struggling or in the middle of a challenge, and it can be customer service, it can be how do I get more clients, it can be any of those things, or it can be personal, like what is stopping me. The title to this for a long time had been Stuck Sucks, because it does, right? Being stuck and not having momentum sucks. But when we are resilient and we embrace resiliency, it allows us to want to do it differently. Go through this process and go through this template and put the problem there and actually dial in to what needs to happen. So it's going to be very interactive. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you'll learn a lot. I have people line up after to talk to me about it and be like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. And it can be easier than we think. So it's going to be fun.
You will be there the entire day, so people can come see you afterwards, right?
I
So
will be there the entire day.
your book there, right? Which, do you have your book there with you so we can kind of see what it looks like?
I do.
Okay.
The leadership from the inside out. Are you the leader you would follow? So when I come in to speak as a keynote speaker and stuff, a lot of times this is one of the ones that I speak on. And my question is, are you the leader you would follow? And the reason I ask that is because as parents, as friends, as neighbors, as communities, as business owners, we are leaders. And are you being the leader that you yourself would follow? Because if there's anywhere in your mind that you're like, no, then that's where you start. Because that's the change that you need to make. If there's any piece about being the leader that you would follow, then that's exactly where you need to start. And every time you up level, you can ask yourself that question again, and you can come up with an answer of like, yeah, I wouldn't follow me on this. Now, I've had some people that are like, oh, absolutely. And I'm like, that's awesome. Who are you looking to for your next level? Because if you can't look at yourself as what can I shift, then we start to see the qualities that we see other leaders possess, and we're like, oh, that would be something good to implement, right? And we all have those heroes, those people out there that we look at and are just like, oh my gosh, they're so amazing. But it won't change us by wishing we were there or comparing ourselves, right? Comparison's the thief of joy. So that only discourages us. But we can look at those qualities, those attributes, those things that they are doing, and those processes they have in place. Like, are they exercising? Are they eating healthy? Are they, doing personal development? What is it that they're doing that creates them to have what we want? Does that make sense?
Yes, that does. So I guess if somebody really likes to stay in their old story and they like their life how it is, that they should not attend your workshop. Is that right? So
yeah, for all of those who want to stay in victimhood, you can just walk the expo and not go to the workshop.
So yeah, but if you are really tired of being stuck in your garbage and you would like to find a way out of the trash or haul the trash to the curb, then you will want to attend Kris's workshop and hear what is the gift in your garbage. So
that's funny that you say that, because I was on a radio show a few years ago, and I had just kind of started coming out with the gifts in your garbage, discover the gifts in your garbage, and we were talking about that. And they wanted this concept, and I'm like, think about it. Do we take our garbage out, or do we just let it sit there and overflow and get on the floor? Like, we take it out, and then we take it to the road, and then it goes to the landfill. Like, we don't even keep it outside. Well, there's some people that do, and it doesn't take long for us to see who those people are, right?
Right.
But we take the garbage out. We get rid of the garbage. And if we don't, it stays piled up. It doesn't look good. We don't like it. It starts getting smelly. That's the same thing for ourselves. When we can discover what that garbage is, we can do a process to get through that and no longer have that garbage there. So we take the garbage out. So,
yes.
Great analogy.
Some people really like their garbage and they just want to hang on to it and talk about it and wallow in it and share it with their friends. Here, smell my garbage. Here, smell my garbage. Take a look.
That is funny. I don't know if I will be bringing my wagon, but with this, I have a garbage can and a wagon, and probably I'll bring it since we're local. And I pull the wagon around because those who pull their garbage with them, we don't want to be around them.
No, they're
negative and heavy and victims. And we try to avoid them. We stop calling them. We stop inviting them. We want the life of the party to be around us. We want people that we can engage with and enjoy and that have a higher energy. And so it's really funny that, I have a wagon because people pull their garbage and keep it with them. And I know this from personal experience. Mm-hmm. I talk about it in my book of I kept my garbage. I stayed in victimhood till I lost the best friend I ever had. She was like, I can't take it. And it was a very difficult, dark, hard time. It was my twin brother had committed suicide. we'd had cancer, we'd had all these things. My husband had had a head injury. But I just stayed in that so much that she was like, I can't do this every day. I can't do it. And that's one of the reasons I have figured out this template. And what did it take to come out of that, right? What did it take to get out of depression? What did it take to be resilient and do things differently?
Well, I'm super excited to have you as a presenter at the Empower You Expo 2020. And you can find Kris that day. You can find her in her workshop or in her booth space. If you have not yet purchased tickets to the Empower You Expo, you can go to the website, empoweryouexpo.com, to get those, or the Facebook event, Empower You Expo 2020. And you can find Kris's website in some links below on this video. And we are excited to have you and look forward to your workshop.
Thanks so much. I'm excited to be there, Tina. See you
Thank
all there.
you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.